I'm not his mom. I'm not his disciplinarian. I'm just the mayor.
Strong words from Decatur's mayor. She says the actions of one council member created a toxic work environment for the city manager who resigned earlier this month. Good evening. I'm Brandon Morano.
And I'm Kelly Finley in for Jennifer. Yesterday, we learned through a Freedom of Information Act request that City Manager Tim Gleason cited one council member's ongoing actions in his resignation letter. WCIA 3's Peter Hansen is joining us now in our newsroom. Peter, you talked to the mayor and to the city council member earlier today. What did both tell you?
Kelly, Councilmember David Horn called his interactions with Gleason professional, but the mayor says toxic behavior lasted for months, and so did her attempts to persuade Gleason not to leave.
I had been trying to work with him on, not leaving.
Even still, City Manager Tim Gleason signed his resignation letter on September 12th.
Councilman David Horn is at the center of this.
Decatur Mayor Julie Moore Wolfe says Horn made what she called excessive requests to Gleason.
It became to the manager a very toxic work environment.
She says from January to the beginning of September, Horn sent 375 requests to Gleason, compared to the rest of the 6 council members combined 350. But Mayor Moore Wolfe says emails were just the tip of the iceberg. She says the city manager failed to meet his residency requirement by the deadline, and they were in the process of working on a solution.
But still, Councilman Horn decided to put it on Facebook. Do you think the city manager should live in the city of Decatur?
Horn stands by the decision, saying 95% of people he heard back from said the city manager should live in the city's limits.
Because when you live within the city limits, you gain a better perspective of our city and the challenges that our residents are going through.
He says a system was in place for Gleason's residency deadline to be extended.
I am confident that if the mayor wanted the residency issue to be on the agenda, she would have been able to get it on the agenda.
Horn did not comment on accusations of toxic behavior. He says occasional disagreements were solved in a professional manner. As for all those requests, he says he's just doing his job.
When a citizen contacts me, I am forwarding that information on to the appropriate member of the city staff.
WCIA has also filed Freedom of Information Act requests to look at Horn's emails. The mayor says Gleason will work as manager through October. That's when the city will work on filling the position. Live in the newsroom, Peter Hansen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.